the president is concerned about the violence that we've seen experienced by civilians on both sides of the border. There are reports of Israeli casualties and many more reports of Palestinian casualties. Our thoughts and prayers are with the families of those who've been killed. Our condolences are with the Palestinian people and the Israeli people for the losses that they have suffered. What is unacceptable, though, is for Hamas to continue firing rockets aimed squarely at Israeli civilians. That is not a situation that any country could tolerate. And it is why the Israeli political leadership has the right to use their military might to defend their people. At the same time, the Israelis say that they uphold high standards in terms of ensuring that those operations take into account the safety and well-being of innocent civilians. What this escalation in violence makes clear is that that Israel must take greater steps to meet its own standards for protecting civilians from being killed, and will continue to send that message directly to the Israelis.
So does that mean that the United States does not feel is maintaining those standards and being as careful as it should be in this establishment?
Well, I think what we would like to do is we would like to say we would like the Israelis to take even greater steps to ensure the protection of innocent civilians, including Palestinians. As I pointed out, and as the President alluded to in his statement this morning, Israel does face a significant threat from Hamas. That is apparent from the barrage of rocket attacks that have been fired off by Hamas. That's apparent from the infrastructure of tunnels that Hamas has used to carry out acts of violence. What's also clear is that this Israeli offensive has made progress in dismantling this infrastructure. And again, it is within Israel's right to take those kinds of steps. At the same time, we also want to make sure that Israel's doing everything that they can to live up to their own standards related to protecting the welfare and well-being of innocent civilian bystanders. Okay, Jim?
Thanks, John. It seems, just judging by the last statement, that the U.S. would like to see the Israelis take greater steps, that the U.S. believes that the Israelis have gone a little overboard in this tunnel operation. Is that a fair assessment?
That's not the way that I would describe it, Jim. What I would say is that the Israelis have the right to defend themselves, and they've taken steps to do exactly that. We've seen their population subjected to repeated volleys of rocket fire. What distinguishes the Hamas actions from the Israeli actions is that Hamas is squarely targeting their rocket fire at innocent Israeli civilians. The Israeli military, on the other hand, does have standards for trying to protect the life of innocent civilians, even innocent Palestinian civilians. What we would like to see, however, is we would like Israel to take greater steps to ensure that they're living up to those standards. So that is the clearest enunciation that I can provide of our view of the situation.